In this video, I'm going to be showing you the step-by-step guide on how to set multiple take profits on BingX. Now, if you're the kind of person looking for ways to set your multiple take profits for your futures trades, you can easily do it on BingX. And in case you don't have an account on BingX, use the first link in the description of this video to create an account on BingX right now and get discount on your trading fees. And right now, BingX is currently giving rewards to new users up to $4,500 if you use the first link in the description of this video to create an account. So just check there or check the pinned comment for that link. Now, that's by the way. Now, straight to the point. How do you set multiple take profits for your futures trades on BingX? Now, as you can see on the screen right here, I'm on the futures trading page on BingX. So I'll first go straight and take a trade. So I'll take a futures trade right now. Then I'll go ahead and set the multiple take profit. Now, there are some important things I'll be explaining, and you can only understand all of these things if you are paying attention. So please, I want you to leave everything you are doing and pay attention to this video because it is very, very important. I'm going to be showing you some calculations which you need to understand if you want to get this better. So let's go ahead and take the trade. Now, to take the trade, you come right here to the right side of the screen, the extreme right side where my cursor is. This is where you actually take your futures trades on BingX or even any exchange. And by the way, if you don't know how to do futures trading or you don't know how to take your trades on BingX, I already have a video on that. So check in the description below for the link to that video on how to do futures trading on BingX. In that video, I explained everything on how to do futures trading. So I don't want to be explaining that in this video because it will make it too long. So in case you don't know how to do futures trading before, then it means that you need to go and watch that video first before you watch this one. So again, the link will be in the description below. Now let's go ahead and carry out a trade. So if you want to carry out a trade, let me just explain like little things. So the first thing you want to do is to pick your margin. So you see where you have this isolated. If you click on it, you have cross margin and then you have isolated margin. So in case you don't know the differences between these two, I have a video on that too. The link to that video will also be in the description below. So please check it out. I don't want to explain all these things because they will take time. I hope you understand. So I just want to go straight to the point. And if you appreciate me going straight to the point, please don't forget to like this video and please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you. So for this video, I'm going to be picking isolated margin here. So once you pick isolated margin, just click on confirm. Now, the next thing you want to pick is your leverage. So you can see where you have this 10x. So I click on it. This is where you can pick your leverage. And you can pick between 1x leverage to as high as 150x leverage. Now, again, in case you don't understand how this leverage works, please, I have a video on that. The link to that video will also be in the description below. Like I said before, I don't want to make this video too long because of those who already know these things before. Don't worry, I have provisions for you. Those videos are in the description below. Please watch them so that I can understand all of these things. They are easy to understand. All my videos are easy to understand. So you come here and pick your leverage. So for this video, I'll just pick 10x leverage just for the sake of this video. Then you click on confirm. Now, once you pick your leverage, you come here to where you have limit or market. Now, in case you don't know the differences between these two, I also have a video on that. So you can see I have videos on anything you might need at all for futures trading or even crypto trading in general. So if you don't know the differences between this limit and this market or which one to pick, just go and check the description below for the link to that video. But for this video right here, I'll be picking market. So market is if you want to enter a trade immediately. So because, for this video, I need to enter the trade immediately. So I will need to use market. Limit is just maybe you want to enter the trade later. Maybe you want to enter the trade at a later price. I hope you understand. But this video, I can't be waiting for that. So I need to use my market order. So once you pick market order right there, the next thing you want to do is to come here to where you have order value. Now for this order value, this is where you enter the amount you want to use to take the trade. Now, let's say, for example, your capital that you want to use from your wallet. Let's say you want to use, let's say, $100 to enter this trade, or let's say $200. So let's say $200. You want to use $200 to enter this trade. You don't just come here to this point here. You don't just come here and enter $200. No, you don't do that. What you enter in this point, please listen attentively. What you enter here is that $200 multiplied by your leverage. So that $200 you want to use as your capital, you multiply it by whatever leverage you have picked. So now I want to enter with $200 of my money and then I'm using 10x leverage. So I'll multiply 10x times 200. So 10 times 200 is 2,000. You can do the calculation. 10 times 200 is 2,000. So I'll just put 2,000 right here. So you can see there's 2,000. If it's that I'm using, let's say, $100 to trade. So it will be $100 multiplied by 10. that will be 1,000. So you put 1,000 right here. If it's that maybe this leverage is, let's say 20x. If this leverage is 20x and you're using, let's say $500. So 500 times 20, that's 10,000 right there. So you put $10,000. So that means that you're using $500. That is if this one is 20x, so don't forget. So now this one is 10x and I want to use $200 of my money. So that's 200 times 10, that's 2,000. So I'll just put 2,000 right there. Please don't forget this, please, because we are still going to use this value for a calculation later as we go on in this video. So that's what you put in right there, 2,000. And if you want to confirm how much you're using for the trade, you want to confirm that it's truly $200 of your own money, come here to where you have this margin. So you can see margin here. That's the margin is $199. So you're entering the trade with $199. Approximately that's $200. So any amount you see right here is the amount that will be removed from your own wallet for the trade as capital. I hope you understand it exactly. Now the next thing you want to do is to set your take profit and stop loss. So if you are longing, you set it here. If you are shorting, you set it here. But I don't want to set it now. I want to go ahead and enter the trade, then show you how to set the multiple take profit levels. So once you enter this value, just come here and pick long or short. So let's assume I want to long for this video. I'll just click on long right there, and then to show you this on the screen to confirm all the details you've entered, and then I'll just click on confirm. So as you can see on the screen right here, I've entered the trade. This is the trade right here. You see it's under this position. So this position right here, this is where you can see your trade. If you edit the futures trading, you know that already. So you see your trade right here. So now that I have entered the trade, how do I set my multiple take profit levels? Now, before I go ahead and show you that, why should you even be setting multiple take profit levels? Why? A lot of people don't know this. Now, let me show you why. Now, let's say, for example, this is the chart here. This is the chart of the trade. So this is the point where we enter the trade. You can see buy. So this is the line. This green line is where you enter the trade. So let's say, for example, I'm longing. I'm actually longing. So let me use my long position tool. So you come here, you see with this icon here, you click on it and click on long position if you are longing. So if you are longing, come here and then you put the middle line exactly where you enter the trade. So I'll put it on that green line. That green line, this green line here, let me make it big. So this green line here is the line where you enter the trade. So put this middle line at that green line. So that's where you enter the trade. And then go ahead and set your stop loss and take profit. So let's say my stop loss, just for example, all of these are just for example. So let's say I want to put my stop loss, let's say somewhere here, just for example, and then maybe my take profits. So for my take profit, let's say I want to move my take profits somewhere here. So let me just move it a little bit up. So let's say I want to put my take profits there and my stop loss here. Now, the next thing is, why should you not set your multiple take profit level? Now, just imagine that maybe the market is moving up, and then maybe from where you entered right here, the market moves up, down, and then it's just going up. Maybe it even gets to this point right here. From this point, it goes straight to your stop loss. It will be so painful because at this point right here, you're almost at the take profit, but instead it came really down and came to hit your stop loss, which means that you've lost money. You didn't make any money at all. That means that at this point right here, for you to know how much you will lose, a lot of people don't know this too. For you to know how much you will lose at this point, you see this percentage in the bracket. This percentage is 0.60. Just multiply it by your leverage. So 0.60 times my leverage is 10. I'm using 10. So 0.6 times 10, that's 6%. So you'll be losing 6% of your capital, of your money. Take note of that. A lot of people don't know this. And if you want to learn all of these things, you can actually learn it in my crypto trading course. The link to register for the course in the description below. All of this is I'm explaining, all of the details on how to set your take profit, how to take your trades, how to set your entry and stop loss, how to set signals, or generate signals by yourself. You can learn all of these things in my crypto trading course. Again, the link to that course will be in the description below. Now, like I was saying, you can see at this point, you've made a loss, even though it was almost getting to your take profit. But let's assume that you now set multiple take profit. Maybe you put your first take profit here, maybe you put the second one here, and maybe you now put the last one at this point right here at the top there. That means that if the market is going up and down and it gets to this point, at this point right here, you will take some part of your profit. That means that some part of your capital and some part of your profit will be kept safe for you. You have that already safe for you. And then as it keeps going on, if you get to this second take profit, you already have another part of your capital and profits already taken for you once, and they are safe for you in your wallet. So that means that if it even goes to this point and goes down to this point, you're only losing a very tiny amount of money, and you will still make profits in total or in overall of your trade. Now, let me show you how. Some of you might be surprised. Yes, you will still make profit after you take profit 1 and take profit 2. You will still make profit. There's a way you can do it, and I'll be showing you that in this video. So let's, for example, after you've taken this trade, now you know how to set your multiple take profit. You will see where you have this TP/SL. So whether you're using your mobile phone or browser, you will see it. So you'll see where you have this TP/SL. click on this add here. So I'll click on add right there. So once you get to this page, you'll see TP/SL and you also see trailing TP/SL. Now, in case you want to learn how to use trailing stop loss or take profit, I have a video on that. The link to that video will be in the description below. If you want to use trailing stop loss for your trade, I have a video on that already. But this video is for multiple take profit. So you come here to TP/SL. And the first thing you want to do is, you see that 2,000 you entered here. That 2,000 you entered is your value right there when you're trying to take your trades. The first thing you want to do is to divide that 2,000 into 3, or the number of take profits you want to set. But for this video, I'll be setting 3 multiple take profits. So that means that I'll be dividing that 2,000 I entered there, I'll be dividing it into 3. That's what I always advise you to do. Now, the reason why you're dividing it into 3 equal parts is that if your trades go to take profit 1 and take profit 2 only, you still make profit. Even though it doesn't get to take profit 3, yes, you will still make profit. Now, like I was saying, you divide that 2,000 into 3. So let's do that first. So you can see on the screen right here, this is my calculator. So I'll just enter 2,000. So don't forget that 2,000, you divide it by 3. So 2,000 divided by 3, that's about 666.666 and so on like that. So that means that is 666, or let's just say 665, whichever one. So just come here to where you have this take profit amount. That's the first thing you set. Go there and enter 666 right there, 666. And that is the value you're going to enter for all your 3 take profit levels. This 666 right there. Now, once you enter that, you come here and enter the percentage of profit you want to take for your first take profit level. So let's say, for example, the first take profit level, you want to take 15% profit, just enter 15%. Or let's say the first one, you want to take 20%, just enter 20% right there. Now, if you don't have the percentage, maybe you're in a signal group and you're not given the percentage, maybe they just give you the price for your take profit. Like they say, okay, take profit 1, this price, take profit 2, this price, and so on like that. Just come here to this TP trigger and enter the price directly. So let's say, for example, maybe the price is about, let's say, $122,000. Just put it $122,000 or whatever take profit price they give you. But if it's that you are giving maybe take profit 1, 10%, take profit 2, 20%, they come here and enter the percentage. So I hope you get it. You can either enter the percentage or you enter the price. So for this one, let's say the first take profit, I want to take, let's say 20% profit right there. So now you can see I've entered 20% right here, and the profit you'll be making for this first take profit is $13. This is it right here, $13. And also, like I said earlier, some part of your capital will be removed from the trade and kept safe for you. Now, what percentage of that capital will be taken out of that trade? It is just $200 divided by 3. You know what we calculated here is just $2,000 that we entered here divided by 3. That's all you entered here. But the capital that will be safe for you is your own money, $200 divided by 3. So if I do that calculation, let me do it. That's $200 divided by 3. That will give us $66. So that means that $66 from my capital and also $13 profit to be kept safe for me. So that means that if you add this profit to this capital, let me add it plus $13 right there. So you can see I already have $79.6 saved in my wallet. So you can see just from take profit 1 alone, $79 out of my $200 capital is already safe for me. I hope you are getting it. Now, once you've done that, just leave this one at market and then click on confirm. So just like that, I've set my first take profit level. So if you want to see it, you come to this open order. So on that open order, come to TP/SL, you'll see it. So this is the first take profit level. Now, if you want to set the order to, come back to position. There's a trade, and then you come here to where it says TP/SL. So you can see TP/SL. It says C1 record. That is already set 1. So if you want to set more, just click on this plus. So once you click on that plus, the next thing again, don't forget this TP amount, put 666. Don't forget, how we got 666 is that we divided this 2,000 into 3 equal parts. So 2,000 divided by 3 gave us 666 right there. Don't forget, please. And you can also see where it says this available amount. So you can see it was 2,000 before, but the previous 666 has been removed. So this is the remaining amount now. So the previous 666 was removed for that take profit 1. So this is the remaining amount that you have to set for take profit. I hope you are getting it now. So the next thing is to set your percentage. So the next one, you can see maybe for this one, you want to set maybe 30%. So you can remember the first one was 20% profit. So this one is 30% profit right there. I hope you understand. I can see the profit you'll be making from this one is $19. So the first profit was $13. This one is $19. And don't forget also your capital of $66 will also be removed again for you. Now let me calculate how much you have now. So you can see from first take profit level, we already have $79 saved in our wallet. So for the second take profit level, let me calculate this. So that means I have another $66 that will be kept safe for me, plus this $19 profit, plus $19 equal to $85. So you can see 85 right there, plus the previous $79 that I made from take profit 1. I already have $164 kept in my wallet. So you can see out of $200 profit, you already have $164 that you retrieved already. I hope you understand from just take profit 1 and take profit 2. Now let's go on. So after you've set this, just click on confirm. So now you set 2 take profit levels. Now for the third one, just come again to this plus, click on that plus button, and then you come here and put again 666. But instead of just putting 666, ensure you check out this available amount. You can say available amount is 704 USDT. Now for the last one, instead of just putting 666 or anything, because it is not 666 we have left, we have 704 left. So instead of you just putting 666 or an exact amount, just move this slider here, move it to 100%. So your last take profit level, you must always move this slider to 100%. If you've watched my video on how to set multiple take profits on Binance, BYBIT, BingX, and others, you always see that the last take profit level, I always move this slider to 100%. You must always do that. It is compulsory, please. You must always do that. So always move this last one to 100%. If you don't move it to 100%, your trade will still be open after that take profit period. So please, your trade will still be open. So you must move this slider to 100% for the last take profit level. So if that you are setting 4 take profit levels, on the fourth one, you must move this slider to 100%. It is compulsory, please. So once you've done that, just come here again and enter the percentage you want to set. Let's say 40% right there. So put it, and then you can see for the last one you're making $28 and you'll be taking all your remaining capital left in the trade. I click on confirm right there. So let me go ahead and delete all these lines and then I explain what I'll just set. So you can see on the screen right now I've set all my take profit levels. So let me bring back the long position tool. So just put it on the screen where you enter the trade. So let me move it up. So these are my take profit levels. Though I've not set stop loss for this trade. I've not set stop loss at all for this trade. So let's say my stop loss for this trade is let's say $119,000. So if that's my stop loss, again, just come here and set your stop loss where you have it here. Just click on plus. For stop loss, you come here, this is stop loss here, click on stop loss at the bottom. So you untick this take profit, then only tick this stop loss. Then your stop loss price, like I said, let's say is $118,000. Or 190, anyone you want to set it for. Okay, let me put $119,000. So you can see I'll be losing 20% at that point. And then you move this slider to 100%. So for your stop loss, you move it to 100% and then click on confirm. Please, your stop loss, move it to 100%. Don't forget. And then click on confirm. So this red line right here is my stop loss. And then if you look at the top, you can see this is my take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3. I can see them here, take profit. This is the price I'll be taking, 656. Take profit 2, 663. Last take profit is 732. I can see these are the profits I'll be making on each take profit level right here. So you can see it. I'll be making each of this profit at each take profit level. Now, if you come here, you see that for the stop loss, you'll be losing $40. Now, some of you might be asking that, oh, will I be losing $40 after this? The profit I'm making is very, very small. Though the total profit I'm making is still more than $40, but somebody might say it's very small. Now, let me explain this to you. This is another interesting part you need to understand. Now, let's say, for example, like I said in the explanation before, that if your take profit hits the first to take profit level, and it goes to stop loss from that point, you will still make profit. Yes, I'm serious, you still make profit. Let me show you how it works. Now, for this one, I'm going to need my calculator. So let me put my calculator on the screen. So this is my calculator on the screen. Now, like I said, for the first take profit level, just come right here. If you want to know the exact amount of your capital that will be taken out, if you want to know the exact one, whatever capital you're seeing here, whatever amount you're seeing here, just divide it by your leverage. Please listen to all these parts. You know, I said in the beginning that I wanted to put full attention so that you understand all of these things. There are some calculations you need to understand. So all of these figures right here, just divide them by your leverage. Don't forget, I'm using 10x leverage. So whatever leverage you are using, whether you're using 5x, 15x, or 20x, just divide this by your leverage. So that's the first thing you do. So for take profit 1, 656, that's 656.65. That's it right here. So divide it by your leverage. That's 10. That means that the capital that we kept safe from take profit 1 is $65.665. And don't forget, I said $66 before, so it's still almost close. So that's $65.665. And at that take profit 1, my profit is $12.8. So I'll just add that to it. That's plus $12.8. So you calculated that $78 for me already back in my wallet. Now I take profit 2, you can see it is 663. Now 663 divided by 10, it is easily $66.3. You can check it yourself just to confirm. $66.3. So if you divide 663 divided by 10, that was $66.3. So I will add it to this, so plus $66.3. Then I will add my profit at that level too, that's plus $19.3. I can see I already have $164 after take profit 2. So you can see it is the same thing as what I calculated some minutes ago in this video. So at take profit 2, I already have $164 back in my wallet. Now remember, you entered with $200 capital. So that means that you still have some money left as your capital at this point. To know how much you have left, just divide this by 10 too. So 73.2 divided by 10, that's about $73. So that means that you still have $73 left in your wallet. You have $73 left in your wallet. Now, does that mean that if it goes down after take profit 2, that you'll be losing this $73 of your capital that is left? No. And how did I get $73? Don't forget, divide this by your leverage. I'm using 10x leverage, and that's why I'm dividing this by my leverage. Please don't forget this part. Divide this by your leverage. So 732.68 divided by 10 is $73.2. So like I was saying, does that mean that if it goes down after take profit 2 to stop loss, does that mean that I'll be losing my remaining capital of $73 at take profit 3? No, you are not losing it. Now, what you are losing if it comes to this stop loss, exact amount you are losing if it comes to this stop loss, please take note, is this $73, you're only losing 20% of it. You're only losing what? 20% of it. And how do I know it's 20% you're going to lose? Don't forget, when we're setting the stop loss, it was 20% of our money that it showed there. You're only losing 20%. So, and just so that I can confirm that it is 20%, then let me show you. Maybe for those of you who are not watching when I was setting the stop loss, let me show you. So if you come here to this take profit /SL, just click on the plus. This is stop loss. So remember, I set it to $119,000 right there. So you can see what is the percentage I'm losing? 20%. So I'm losing 20% of my money right there. So I hope you get it now. So it was 20% because I entered $119,000 as my stop loss. So that means I'm losing 20%. So this percentage right here is what you are losing. So if it goes to take profit 1 and take profit 2 and comes to stop loss, you're only losing 20% of this $73. That's the only money you are losing. 20% of $23. And 20% of $73 is what? Let's calculate it. So if you come here, remember this $164, just put it to one side. So take 20%, so 20% of $73 right there is $14. So that means that you're only losing $14 from the trade. That's your loss, so $14. Now, if you lose $14 out of that $73, how much do you have left? So let's calculate it. So that's $73 minus $14 right there. That means that you have $59 left. Now, this $59, add it to that $164 you've made from take profit 1 and take profit 2. So let's add it to that $164 right there. If you add it, you see you're getting $223. So did you make profit or not? You made profit. So you made $23 profit even after it went to eat take profit 1, take profit 2, and went down to stop loss. So like I said earlier, if you eat just 2 take profit levels out of 3, you will definitely make profit if you divide your $2,000 here to 3. So this value that is here, whatever value you enter here when you are taking your trade, always divide it into 3 equal parts. That's if you are using take profit levels. If you are using 4, divide it into 4 equal parts. That's the idea, that's the strategy that will help you make profit if you're using multiple take profit levels. So that if you're using like 3 take profit levels, even if it goes to 2 take profit levels, you will still make profit if it goes to your stop loss after. I hope you understand. So if you don't understand these calculations, please just go back a little bit, watch them again over and over again. You will definitely get it. I believe I've explained in a way that you can easily get, because this is something I teach people, and a lot of people are always grateful when they learn this method of setting take profits for themselves. So if you appreciate this, please let me know in the comment section. Just say, I really appreciate this. Just type that, I really appreciate this, so that I can know that you guys really appreciate all of this effort put into this video. Please just type that in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, and please, again, if you want to learn how to do futures trading on BingX, some of you don't know how to do futures trading, please watch my video. The link is in the description below, and click the first link in the description of this video to create an account on BingX. Go ahead, create an account on BingX. BingX is currently giving rewards to new users up to $4,500, and don't forget, you also get discount on your trading fees. If you have any questions about everything I've explained, or maybe there's another video you want me to make, also feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.